So I want to tell you about my ALU moment. I had a chance to observe a class yesterday. It was a class in entrepreneurial leadership, one of the, I believe, core classes here. And the teacher was named Kat. And what he did was he had the class come up with models for managing their own time. And there were 4 models around the room. And each model had a student as sort of the salesperson or representative talking about why their model was the best. And the student would stand in front of the model, which might be, you know, something that looks like this up on a wall. And then the other students in the class, and there were about 30 students in all, would walk around from model to model listening to the pitches, and then they had to decide which model was the one that they thought was best for them, which product would they buy for time management. And it was interesting because when the class began, and Kat had all the students sitting in a circle, they were quiet and a little bit reticent to speak, and the energy was kind of down. And then he said, all right, now go to your models, each one has a representative, walk around, I'll give you 25 minutes, and then we'll reconvene. And in that 25 minutes, the noise level in the class went up, and the energy went up, and people were pitching emphatically, and students were nodding their heads, and the peer-to-peer learning was going on that's so central to what goes on here. And I took a picture of one student in front of his model, clustered with a bunch of students around him, and he was pitching aggressively. And I took a picture of that because for me, that was the ALU moment. It was students actively engaged in their own learning, not waiting for the professor to tell them, but taking it and running with it and trying to educate their own colleagues, their own friends. And the energy, you could just feel it in the room. It was palpable. And I think the students got a lot from the exercise. It was just thrilling to be in there at that moment. So that will go down as my ALU moment.